Hey, JRT here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I am playing Hardcore Kill Confirmed on Rift. Now, this is an older gameplay, and the reason being is, I play a lot of Call of Duty on the weekends, so I have plenty of videos to show you guys. Some outweigh other videos, and I figured I'd finally post this one just because I didn't get any Rift gameplay at all for any of my videos, and I figured this would be a great one. And for some reason, new maps don't pop up as often as I'd like them to anyway. Well, there's some new maps that pop up that I don't like versus others. But Spire and Rift are one of my favorite maps. Verge is okay. I like Verge. But anyway, get back to the video. As I was watching this video, trying to remind myself how this gameplay went and what I was saying through the video, I started to realize, as I was trying to originally edit out all the running and just view all the kills and put some great background music on it, and just let the video be the video. Let the kills speak for themselves. Well, as I was watching the video, I realized I only died twice by the enemy. However, my teammates end up killing me more than the enemy team did. I mean, I think I died 4 or 5 times maybe. I don't remember. I wasn't trying to intentionally count them all, but it was enough to realize how irritated I was during this gameplay. I remember this gameplay, and the worst part is the first 2 deaths I started saying, it's not a big deal. Hardcore is hardcore. You kind of have to expect it. And I say that a lot whenever I die once or twice. Well, then I start dying 3, 4, 5 times and so on. We're not losing. I mean, we're actually doing really, really well in this game. However, I think the team were amateurs to hardcore. I think a lot of people try to go to hardcore for headshots or whatever, and they think they could just fire at anybody. I mean, literally. They're in core. You don't have to worry about not shooting your teammates, so they could shoot right through them. People can run in front of them, and so people never get used to aiming. That's essentially what it is aiming at the target that you're intending to take out. And to me, it's a skill in its own. A lot of people say core has more skill than hardcore and vice versa. Really, the two games are completely different. And it takes a lot of skill in its own to worry about where your teammates are, when to aim at your past your teammates, and you gotta expect which way they're gonna move. But beside the point, I miss Ricochet, and I really want you guys' opinion on this as well. What do you like more? You like the way it is in this game, or do you prefer Ricochet? And for those of you who do not know what Ricochet is, in previous games, in hardcore, you'd have Ricochet, where if you shot a teammate, technically you would get injured. I mean, you could say that the bullet bounces back and hits you, whatever. But the point is, if you shoot an enemy teammate, you end up dying yourself, which I think is a big plus. And a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't like Ricochet because there's a lot of trolling." Well, you know what? There's even worse trolling whenever someone's trying to kill you, when you're trying to get your streaks or trolling this. I mean, it's worse. I don't care what anybody says. I didn't really have that big a deal, and I played hardcore since the beginning. Since the beginning on PlayStation 3, as far as when the popularity began. I played Call of Duty 3, but Modern Warfare is where it all started. And for me, it's unbelievable that they brought this back, because with Ricochet on, you still have to watch your teammates. You can't shoot through them. You don't want to die. You don't want to ruin your own score streak. But I'd much rather be killed by my mishap versus someone else's mishap. But that's just me. So here's another point I want to make, is when you go into Ricochet, sometimes, just like in this game in hardcore, in Black Ops 3, you get hit markers. You can even get hit markers on your teammates. Well, you can get hit markers in Ricochet too, and it injures you, half your health, so you'll be red the entire time. But you could still survive, as long as you let go of that fire button quick enough. Also in Ricochet, just like the Wraith and the Raps in hardcore, they end up killing you. Especially if there's no... If you just killed an enemy teammate, it's like the Wraith really wants revenge and kills you instead, even though you're 10 feet away from the guy. Well, in hardcore Ricochet mode, if the enemy team... Well, if your friendly's next to the enemy team and it actually, the helicopter or whatever shoots the friendly, well, you end up dying even though you're on the other side of the map. Which, yes, it's frustrating, but at least I got my score streaks first before that happened, versus your team actually killing you. Which I prefer, you know, my own score streaks killing me versus, you know, my friendly team. So it's a, I don't know. I think it's a big drawback of playing hardcore when you're having, you know, noobs playing hardcore. It's just, it's unbelievable. And I'm not perfect, like I said previously. I'm not perfect. I mean, I get kicked once in a while, and I end up team killing, not intentionally, but on occasion, you know, I shoot a teammate by accident. But most of the time, I never really have a streak going, as far as I know. I mean, I've killed people with mics, and they're usually generally pretty good about it because, you know, I don't do it often. I don't do it very often. But the point I'm trying to make is, preferably, I'd rather have killed myself rather than my teammate. And that's just me. I just think it's a lot of bull that goes into it. And I guess a lot of other people don't like it too, especially campers don't like Ricochet. Because people would troll them, you know, get them stuck in corners, so the only way to get out is to kill themselves. And plus, you know, if a claymore or a trip mine goes off and a teammate's right next to it, they'll die. The original person that said it dies. So campers really, really hate Ricochet. So anybody that says they generally, the most general consensus, the only people I ever heard complain about Ricochet are those that like camp. And I mean camp. But I don't know how I didn't die. That was just one of those WTF moments. But the point I'm trying to make though is I prefer Ricochet, so I kind of want to know what you guys think. You guys like Ricochet? Do you like the idea of Ricochet if you've never actually played Ricochet? Or do you like, you know, Black Ops 3 style where your teammates can actually kill you? You can leave them down in the comments section below. And I love hearing about opinions. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna go and fight, you know, and you know, argue, you know, which way's better. But the point I'm trying to make is, preferably, in my opinion, I like Ricochet. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it for my rant for this video. I think the highest I get in this video is a Ruthless, and I got a couple Mercilesses or something like that. I don't remember, but I didn't get any nuclears or anything like that because I got shot a few times by teammates. Well, anyway, that's it for the video, and as always, I'll see you next time.
Talk is cheap.